If you're a maintenance supervisor for a commercial property, you've had to deal with everything from leaky faucets to flickering light bulbs. But nothing's worse than that ancient boiler that's lived in the building since the day it was built, 50 years ago. It's enough to make anyone lose their cool. That's where Grainger comes in. With industrial-grade products and dependable fast delivery, Grainger can help with any challenge, from worn-out components to everyday necessities. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode of the Millennial Management Podcast. I am your host, Brandi, the Millennial Manager, and today is motherfucking Friday. Okay, I am so happy to be here with you on this Friday. I really appreciate y'all rocking with me on social media. Please make sure that you are following the podcast. And today we are going to be going through emails, okay? Now, all right? Please make sure that if you would like to email the podcast, you email the THEE meal, MILL, management, all spelled out, pod, POD, at gmail.com. Okay. If you got a question, you got something going on at work, and you would like to send an email, go ahead and send it there. Okay, let's get started. The first email says, "Hey, Brandi. Hey, baby girl. What's up, Betty?" And also, for those of you who are new here, we title the emails as Betty or Benny. Okay, I would never say your full name. Not going to call you out like that. Your name is Betty when you are here. Let me start by saying I love your podcast. Thank you. I have been watching you for so long, girl. Period. Thank you. You tell it like it is, and I love that. I am a person of accountability, and I am thriving for change. Okay, where we finna go now? And I need some real advice on my situation. I'm ready for the truth, LOL. Okay, don't play now, because you know I'm going to tell your ass. I have over 8 years of experience in customer support, customer service, IT, okay? Since being homeless from 2021 to 2023, God bless you, honey, I took a break to get my life together for me and my 6 babies, and I'm doing really good right now. However, I cannot keep a job, and it's depressing me. I've had about 7 good-ass jobs since July of 2023, between $57,000 a year to $67 or $65K now. Unfortunately, I lost my new job. I just started in December of 2024. I get in these jobs and they say, oh, we have flexibility PTO, or when you need to, you can leave for appointments and emergencies. I'm not going to lie. Again, I have 6 kids, all under 10 years old, with the youngest being 1. They go to daycare and to school. I have a spouse, but let's just say right now I'm a married single mother. What the fuck do that mean, y'all? What is that? What the fuck is that? You are married. Okay, let me keep reading. I have to get the kids up most days or pick them up all of the hours or all hours of night because it's chaos and dysfunction in my marriage. Him not respecting the fact that although I'm at home, I am at work. It's really a damn shame when you can't keep a work at home job. 7 at that. Oh my God. Or I have to make appointments like the dentist, etc. for myself. I'm tired of this. I'm about to be 31 in April and have finally gotten tired of job hopping. Although I'm good at interviewing, etc., I'm fucking tired of the process. I'm open to any advice. I want to be better, do better, and sit my ass down at a job longer than 3 to 4 months. I'm ready to give up. No, don't give up just yet, but that ain't in my character. I was rehired at an older job, and I start on February 10th. Okay, so you just started this position. I want to stay at this job. Is less pay. However, it's a career with great opportunities that are endless. Please, Brandi, can you lend me some advice, the truth, and encouragement? Betty, you need to get rid of that motherfucker, okay? Let me tell you something. When you are in a relationship, in a marriage, okay, you do not get to just say, I'm not doing this. I'm not showing up. I'm not doing this thing for you. And you're not really doing anything for me. These are your fucking kids and they're your responsibility as well. Okay? So for the guys, you are not doing your wife any favor by helping her in quotations, because what the fuck is that? You laid down, you made these damn kids, somebody got to take care of them. Or you married her when you knew she had this big ass responsibility of these amount of children and you decided to move forward. You don't just get to pick up and say, well, I'm only going to do this portion or I'm only going to help here. I don't know what the fuck that married single mom thing is, and I wish y'all would stop making that normal, because that shit is not normal, okay? No healthy marriage can survive like that or like this. Now, after you decide whether you're going to kick that motherfucker to the curb or y'all going to go see a therapist, you need to have some accountability with yourself, all right? Ma'am, whatever appointments you are going to, you need to find a doctor who has appointments on the weekend. Get on ZocDoc, ZocDoc, okay? ZocDoc has doctors that have appointments on Saturdays and some offices that have appointments on Sundays. You got to be creative. Flexibility does not mean that you can just abuse it. And this is where people fuck up. Yeah, I got to go take my kids. Baby, why you ain't scheduled them kids? You know when they need well exams. You need to schedule them on days that you are going to be out of the office. Most times with jobs like this, work from home, when there are national holidays, there are some offices that remain open. And that is how you are going to be able to overcome that hurdle. Try to do scheduled appointments on days that you are going to be off. They have doctor's appointments available on Saturdays. Y'all just got to be creative. I know you love this pediatrician, but right now you are trying to be more organized and responsible, because if you leave this motherfucker, nobody is going to be like, oh, I'll take your kids to the doctor and all this other stuff. You are going to have to do it. Okay. So you need to start preparing like there is not another person, because he may or may not be around. Also, stop having kids. Do not have another baby by this nigga. Do you hear me? Do not. I am not joking. You only need to have as many kids as you are willing to take care of on your own. That is a general rule. Do you hear me? Everybody, please hear me. Do not have any more children. You got enough. Okay? This is a challenge. Do not have any more children. I don't care what nobody tell you about being plentiful and all this other mess. That is religious abuse. I don't know if that's your case or not, or this is just some poor decision making. Do not have any more children, okay? If you want to work from home and you want to hold yourself accountable, you are going to have self-control. Self-control is the biggest component when you are working, period, but especially when you are working from home, because you have to fight the freedom that you have of no oversight. You have to be responsible. And if you are not responsible, first of all, you done got lucky that you done had all these opportunities, and those are going to run dry very soon. So now that you are at this job, don't you call out. Do not schedule appointments when you know your ass need to be at work. Find you a dentist, find you a doctor that does appointments after working hours. There's plenty of them that do it. The website that you need to go to is ZocDoc, ZocDoc. You understand? So whatever you need to do with getting rid of him, or maybe y'all going to counseling, do it. You got to make a decision. Piss or get off the pot, okay? Stand in a relationship that does not benefit you. It is the worst thing that you could do. It is not going to help your children to see their parents in a relationship that they hate, because resentment is right around the corner. Do you understand? Thank you so much. All right, and on to our next email. This one says, Brandi, I hope you see my message. Girl, I see your message. I see you, Betty. Anyway, I accepted a new role within the hospital I work for. In my current role, I have always felt overworked and unappreciated. My last day there is 2/28. Do you think I would be wrong to call off on my last day? Wait a minute now. You done accepted another position at the same job and you finna call out of your current position? Are you turtle? Don't you do that. Take your ass to work. Okay? Take your ass to work. You already on your way out. Now, if this was you going to another place, hell motherfucking yes. Baby, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Let's continue reading. I'm just so over it and I don't feel valued in my current role whatsoever. It doesn't matter. You're about to leave. What do you show them one good time? For what? What's the reason? Why do you need to do that? You go to work, you be happy, you be married because you got another opportunity around the corner. Fuck them people. Fuck them. You just want to do a little jab. But, child, it doesn't even matter. You have a new position, and I'm reading further into your email because you have, like, some scenarios in here, but fuck that. Fuck them, okay? You got a new job, a promotion in a leadership role, and you finna fuck it up. Yes, it would be very unprofessional to call off on your last day because you are moving up within the organization which you already exist in. If you were going somewhere else, that'll be something totally different. But you staying with these people. And that looks negative to me. So you decided to move up within the company or in the organization, the hospital system. You need to move up the right way. Okay? You already know it's your last day. You are almost there. Take your ass to work and focus on your future. It don't matter what the fuck they got going on, okay? Thank you very much. All right, on to our next email. This one says, "Hi, Brandi. Hey, girl. Hey, Betty. I've always gotten along with my coworkers, and while I know we are not here to make friends, I am cordial, period. Good job. I now work alongside a coworker that we don't talk or interact at all. I haven't done anything to this coworker, and we've had a conversation before about this, and I thought we were on the same page. I took some time off at the end of the year around Thanksgiving. I came back and now she is acting away again. She and our senior leader are extremely close, and I believe that my senior leader is playing us against each other by comparing her to me. My stats are better than hers, but I lead how I lead and she leads how she leads. I believe we can all win. If she has a question, she will send it in teams with our senior leader attached or included as if we are all equals. Like, girl, we should be able to ask questions of each other without a senior leader involved. She did this just this past Thursday. And the senior leader responded, please make sure you both work this out. I don't believe in running to my boss for everything as if I have needed to do that. Why am I in leadership? But my coworker in question is the opposite, and she seeks approval for everything. Should I even care about this? Am I overthinking? I'm not sure what the angle is between or with your coworker. Like, I'm not sure why she is coming at you this way. I do think it is quite weird that she will not have a conversation with you without a leader present or somebody inside of teams, but it could be a method of CYA. You know what I'm saying? You know, well, nobody told me this, or, you know, it's so many things that can happen in a message where it's just two people. Things can get misconstrued. Like, it's so many things. So maybe that's the angle that she's taking. As far as her not talking to you, like, before you went on break, why do you want that? I mean, unless y'all work real close together, it seem like y'all both are in leadership and she has her own team. You have your own team. Unless there is something like a reason why y'all should interact every single day or have conversations every single day, I don't see it to be necessary. And she probably doesn't either. As far as her relationship with your boss, I will say that can be a little weird. Like, I'm not sure what their dynamic is. You just said that they are very close. Like, it seems like they talk to each other, like they interact. It would be nice if your boss would redirect her and say, hey, it's not necessary for you to teams copy me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's why she's doing what she's doing. But to be honest, like, in a situation like this, You can't make her interact with you. You can't make her communicate. You just need to play the same game that she's playing. So when you have a question, send it right back in that Teams message with your boss. When you need something from her, send it in that same chat. Don't send her something outside of that. Send it in the same chat. Some people need a dose of their own medicine. And in corporate, you just have to play this little game where it's not really confrontational, but you saying, I see you, bitch. I'm finna do the same thing you're doing. So when I need something from you, we are going to put this in this group chat. That's exactly what I would do. And at that point, your boss will probably say, I think we can cut the group chat. You all can talk to each other unless there is an issue. Now, that's if you got a good boss. Now, if you don't, and your senior leader is not really wanting to resolve it, whatever this possible issue is between you and her, then it's probably going to escalate from there, where you may have to get HR involved. Now, I don't think you've had any issues with your senior leader before, which I think would be grounds for you saying that she's playing y'all against each other right now. I just think your coworker don't like you, and so she's just playing a little game. And people are so immature at work. It's worse than dealing with kids sometimes, because you just have someone that's being very passive aggressive instead of being direct. So I would just be thankful, number one, that y'all don't have any real conversation. I would keep it that way. I would not want to communicate with anyone who is playing this little corporate game. So make sure that you CYA any conversations that y'all do have. I would start documenting those things, as well as if your senior leader does happen to get involved in conversations that y'all have, or maybe she communicates that this person said this or whatever. Make sure you start documenting and just keeping track of these things, because there may be a little bit more to this than what you realize. And there's not a whole lot of information there. So I want you to document that and keep us updated. I would really like to know what the end of this is, because it's so weird. Like, your coworker could be utilizing like CYA or whatever, or she could really have a serious issue with you, and she's not going to say it to your face. So she does these passive aggressive messages to your boss in a group chat, and it kind of comes off as like, I need a mediator to talk to you. Like, I can't talk to you on my own. I need somebody there to safeguard me. And it's so weird that people act like that, but they do. You know, it's one of those things that happen in the workplace. Just make sure you protect yourself. Always document, keep the conversations minimum, okay? Or minimal. It needs to be very basic talk if y'all do have a conversation. And I would even start CCing my boss. If y'all happen to email, I would start CCing my boss on emails. Like, sometimes people just need a dose of their own medicine so she can feel that feeling that you feel. Like, it's just unnecessary to do that. We should be able to communicate constructively without whatever this guard dog thing. Like, that is just strange to me. I hope everything works out, and I really appreciate y'all coming to my podcast live a couple weeks ago. I know I keep talking about it, but it was so much fun. And also I appreciate y'all listening to the podcast, supporting the channel, the YouTube, the Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. No matter how you're listening, I just want to say thank you so much. Make sure y'all send your emails over to the THEE Mill, MILL, management pod, POD at gmail.com. And y'all listen to them ads. Do not skip them. Do not skip the ads. There's going to be one that play at the end of this. Y'all just listen all the way through, even if you got to just turn your radio down. I appreciate it very much. Make sure y'all like the podcast and follow it and rate it. Okay, so let me know what you think of these episodes. If you would like to hear more or other podcast topics, send me an email as well, because that's one of the reasons why I didn't do a main episode today. Is I really didn't have anything that was like big on social media that I wanted to talk about, so I just wanted to make sure we read through some more emails. So if you have a topic that you would like to discuss, you can email that over as well. Okay, y'all have a good ass Friday. I will see y'all on the internet. Thank you so much for your love and support, and bye-bye.
If you're a maintenance supervisor for a commercial property, you've had to deal with everything from leaky faucets to flickering light bulbs. But nothing's worse than that ancient boiler that's lived in the building since the day it was built, 50 years ago. It's enough to make anyone lose their cool. That's where Grainger comes in. With industrial-grade products and dependable fast delivery, Grainger can help with any challenge, from worn-out components to everyday necessities. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.